What's up, everybody? I'm back with another movie review, and today we are reviewing Ice Age 3, or better known as Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs. Yep. This one was released back in 2009. It's really the only one that I remember actually having real promotional material made for it. It was just like the main characters up next to a T Rex, and that was kind of the poster that I remember. It was funny because this the Ice Age movies are on Disney Plus now, along with the TV series, along with the series and the shows. Or there's also a Christmas special. It's really weird how they milk all these franchises to the bone. It is insane, but for some reason, the third movie was not there. 1, 2, 4, and 5 were, but number 3 wasn't. It was insane. I was crazy. It turns out like Fox has a deal with these Disney movies that they take a certain number of them down, like certain ones down for certain periods of time. For what reason? I don't know. It's kind of stupid, kind of crazy, kind of weird. But okay, I guess. Okay. Anyway, we had thankfully though we got the myth a 5 pack of this movie of all the movies for DVD. So we were able to watch it. And I guess this movie, as far as like the plot seems kind of weirdly incorporated. I know, like I said in the last movie with Came to Scrat does not inherently kick off the problem. Sid does this time by falling through some ice and stealing T-Rex eggs, and then getting the big Mama Rex to come by and murder everyone, or at least think about it. And with this movie, Dawn of the Dinosaurs came out in 2009, 16 years after Jurassic Park. In fact, there was Jurassic Park Lost World and Jurassic Park 3 out at this time for quite a while by this point. Jurassic Park 3 was the newest at the time, which was still 8 years old. You had to think, with the T-Rex being one of the main dinosaurs that they were going to show off in this movie, that they were going to rip off Jurassic Park. And they did. The very first scene that the big Mama Rex comes in looking for her babies, I mean, it was crazy how much they actually ripped off Jurassic Park. Like, don't move, nobody move a muscle. That's from JP3, but the I can't think of words tonight. Holy crap. The motive thing behind it is, T-Rexes can't see if you don't move, that kind of thing. Then they play on that in the first, second, and third movie, really. And also the other ones, pretty much. But you mean they play on that, and there's like the stomping scenes coming in, and just how the T-Rex moves, the noises. I mean, the noises, okay, you're kind of gonna want to use the noises, but the movements and everything, it looked very similar to Jurassic Park, and they do that. It's throughout the rest of the movie, but it's mainly used with the T-Rex, and mainly used in that scene too. There's definitely other instances of this happening. And Jurassic Park is not the only movie series that they rip off here, but it's one of the big. In this movie, especially, they use it a lot. And being as a Dawn of the Dinosaurs, you have to think it was going to happen. So, but no, I mean, and then the thing that really annoys me the most, though, is how dinosaurs are still alive during the Ice Age time. It's because a select few of them went underground when the ice asteroid hit. We don't even actually learn this until the fucking 5th movie, by the way. But they went underground right before an asteroid hit and somehow survived. So on top is all the humans and the mammoths and the sabers and whatnot, and all the ice. And then you break through a little layer, cross over a dead dinosaur skeleton, go through some vines, and boom! Dino Land all over the place. It's really weird how they do that. It's really weird. Like, Logic makes no sense sometimes. In fact, there is no logic used here. I don't even know. That's a disgrace to logic to say that there wasn't any of it used here when coming up with the plot for this movie. It's just really freaking weird. I don't understand it at all. In Dino Land, besides the T-Rex and Sid thinking that T-Rex babies are his and calling himself a mom many, many times, that was a little weird, but we also get the introduction of a new main character. I can't call him a main character, and if you see the movie, you know why. He doesn't actually stick with the main guys. He appears in the third. He also appears in the fifth movie, but he plays a big role in both. But he doesn't actually stick with the main characters, especially in this movie. He goes back. He doesn't stay with them. So I don't know. He's a main character for this movie, but he's not like a series main character. He's just a very prominent side character, in my opinion. But his name is Beck or Buck. I think it's Buck. Buck's the guy. Buck's the typical "I've gone crazy out here in the wilderness. I know everything" kind of guy. Pretty simple. God, I still can't come up with words. I don't know why I still can't come up with words, but you know what I mean. It's insane. He's kind of crazy. We all know this. And then, of course, again, the main antagonist is starting a family. The mammoths in the second movie, they're having a kid. Where does she have the kid? Dino Land, of course. It's really weird. So they deal with getting ready to have the baby and whatnot, and then Sid is going crazy, and you got Diego who's thinking of leaving because the family sort of thing. And then eventually, got the T-Rex babies and the T-Rex, and then... But, again, where's the antagonist? It's not the T-Rex. T-Rex is not the antagonist here. Sid follows the T-Rex babies and the mom after they find each other. And then they hunt down Sid before he falls into lava and dies. That's what they're doing. And then the side plot is, oh, we gotta hurry because this girl's pregnant and about to have a baby. As well as... You're in Dino Land. You're gonna die. That's the whole thing. I guess the main antagonist may have been Rudy. Rudy's the biggest dinosaur in the entire Dino Land. And I couldn't really figure out what she is. I could figure out what most of the dinos were in Dino Land in this movie. Of course, you got the T-Rex and you got some brachiosaur type, sauropods types, some other herbivores, some other flying stuff as well. That was, you could recognize kind of what it was. This thing though, it takes forever us to actually see this thing in full. We see its footprints, we see its kind of shadows of it. We don't see it till the very end of the movie, and at first I thought it was a Spinosaur, not a Spinosaur. Then I thought it was going to be a Giga. It wasn't a Giga. It wasn't a Spinosaur. I don't know what this thing is. It looked like a Suchomimus or a Baryonyx, but proportionately, size-wise, it dwarfs the T-Rex, and that's not true. That did not happen. So I don't know what it was. Comment down below if you know what the Rudy was from Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs. I'd like to know. Anyway, so again, lack of a protagonist here. Oh, not lack of a protagonist, lack of an antagonist. I can't come up with words. And then Scrat. What is Scrat doing this whole time? Well, he doesn't really save the day or ruin the day. He kind of just does his own thing. He finds someone he likes, like a fellow saber-toothed squirrel, a girl that he likes, but he's also dealing with his obsession with acorns. So, and they kind of just do their own thing. And then you got the whole thing with Buck and getting back at Rudy for making him lose his eye, and he took her tooth, and you got that whole kind of thing, and then they all get out and they have the baby, and that's kind of the whole thing. It's pretty crazy. I like to point out that the animation style of this movie never changes. These movies never change. But overall, it doesn't really have to. It's kind of like Shrek. You really can't change it. You want the same audience to come back, but I don't know. They improved in some other visually appealing things. Is it great? No. Is it bad? No. This movie score is probably going to have to get a 7 out of 10 again. It's not bad. I mean, it's a solid movie. There's some illogistic things about this movie. Illogistic things that go wrong with this movie. But as far as like the characters and the plots and the humor and the action and that kind of thing, outside of the lack of an antagonist, really, I think it's a pretty solid movie. It's not great, not horrible, you know. And the first three movies kind of pleased me with how those felt. If only it stayed that way. Because the last two were surely duds. But we'll get to those a little bit later on here on the channel. So stay tuned for those, and stay tuned for other much more amazing content as well. Have you seen Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs? Let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. If there's anything I missed, let me know about that in the comments down below as well. And stay tuned for other, again, much more amazing content, more movie reviews. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.